Cadet music.
Welcome back to the SpacedOut Podcast, cadets. I'm your host, Topher, and today we have
the wavy alien.
Look at that, the wavy alien, Stevie Johnson, ex-Buffalo Bills player, wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills. Man, one of my favorite wide receivers during that era, especially when he lifted up the shirt with the Joker quote, "Why so serious?" If you don't, I mean, that had to be like, that era that you played, that had to be like one of the most epic moments that we had during that era. Yeah, because it was just so, we were just so like pulled during that time too.
Right. That's why I felt like it was a timeless moment that people will remember. Because, you know, nowadays you see the interaction with the fans and the players, and it's like second nature. You don't even think about it. You don't even think about the time when people was making plays on the field and not even acknowledging the fans in Buffalo. Yeah. You know? And that's what I seen, which made me take it. I took advantage of that. Yeah. You know, I was sitting on the sideline and I seen how the players was making the play. I looked at the fans and I see a player and they just going right back to the huddle. And I'm like, okay, I see how I'm going to be able to connect the fans. And as soon as I got my opportunity, I'm in the stands with it. Let's go. I'm acknowledging them after the play. Yeah. You know? And that's just a testament to my growth, though, growing up. Yeah. You know, it had nothing to do with trying to take advantage of that time. You know, initially, it came from me wanting to be a pro and then being approachable by kids, you know, because I wanted to, when I was a kid looking up at the pros, it was like, damn, can you even approach those dudes?
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Can you really say what's up or touch them people? And I wanted to be different for the kids. And, you know, I felt like that was a good time for me to take advantage of it.
Yeah. That shit was crazy. I remember that shit like yesterday.
Yeah. Timeless moments, man.
Yeah.
Timeless moments.
And then right after that, like, it blew up with, like, they're putting you on Joker, everything. And, like, can you imagine now, though? Like, playing for the Bills now and doing that?
Right.
Like, if you just did that right now, yo, you'd be on fucking murals on walls and everything. Right. Like,
it's good though. It's good to see.
But I feel like you did start. You started that wave, like of like the interaction towards the fans in Buffalo, because they realized, like, damn, if we interact more with these fans and become more with this community, they're gonna love us more.
And that's good that you said that, because we didn't speak previously or before this.
No,
prior to this. But that was my plan. As a 7th round draft pick, I look at the message boards, I look at the newspaper, and I see 7th rounders don't usually make it. You know what I'm saying? So how can I be different? And everybody know my route running style was different. But that didn't come out first. What came out was me being attracted to the fans, staying after practice at St. John Fisher, you know, signing all those notes and papers, and when they sending things in, I was sending back the mail. You know, when we got it in our some guys, they get all deliveries, they don't even send back the info, but I was sending everything back, and I think it all came back to me, so it was a good balance. Yeah.
I honestly didn't think that I would get a response from you. Yeah. Like when you responded, I was dead ass like, Drew, I don't know if this is real, but Stevie Johnson said yes to coming on the podcast. Right. And it's like, no way. Because getting that, like, the older football players, like, that shit is difficult to even get in contact with them.
Right. And it's just a little mindset. And the thing is, they do it. Yeah. They'll do it. But it's just, you got to think about the time that they was in, where it was like, it was a complete separation between players and fans. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? It was like, there was no mixing, because you're supposedly different. You're on a different platform or whatever, pedestal. And I always was like the mindset of, I want to break all types of stigmas and And whatever people thinking, I'm not really here for that. If it's positive or if it's cool with me, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You know? And then even from there, like sometimes even good things don't work out. So it's just about timing, though. At the end of the day, is what you learn, you know, as you grow up and take losses and turn and understand that these are lessons and you learn from them. So that's all with growth, and that's where I'm at right now. You know?
Oh yeah. Now, do you remember that day that the Bills drafted you?
Yeah. It was wild. It was like I was on the couch like this.
At home, or were you
at the crib? Yep.
Okay.
I was at
and
the
what
crib,
was that
San
in?
Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco.
Because you went to Kentucky.
Yeah, I was at Kentucky for 2 years. I went to junior college at Chabot, which was in the Bay Area.
Okay.
After high school, and then I got that call from Coach Bobby April. He was a special teams coach at the time, and you know, I didn't care who it was. They was giving me an opportunity to get some money and take care of my fam. I was asleep on the couch with my wife, and I got the call, and I was just like full of energy. Like I'm ready to do whatever I need to do.
Did you think it was going to be Buffalo?
No, I didn't. I thought it was going to be Tennessee. I thought it was going to be in Tennessee because at Kentucky we had our Music City Bowl 2 years back to back, and I went ham on those games. So I assumed like Tennessee would probably pick me up, but no, Tennessee ended up. They actually picked up one of my homies, which was cool though, Lavelle Hawkins. So shout out to Hawk. He from the Bay Area also, and yeah, man, it was cool. A lot of my friends got picked. That was a wild time for me. It was cool. It was cool because a lot of my homies was getting drafted. A lot of my teammates was getting drafted. That was our plan, you know. And you know, my time came around and it happened. You know, I was thankful for it.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you did after you got drafted? Did they bring you right here to Buffalo?
Yeah, well, so the first thing we did, we went to the mall and got some hats. We all got all Bills hats. Had to go to a couple of different stores because in the Bay they they had no Buffalo Bills hats. So we got that. We went back to the block, and you know, people was just congratulating us, but I was already locked in. Like I was already like, all right, the money ain't made yet. I don't see no money in the account. You feel me? And I always had that mindset though, you know. I don't get really too hype about it until, you know, you start seeing the checks, you start seeing the real money. And so I just took that with me. Like I was happy, yeah, we was cool every step, even through rookie mini camp, you know, because you got little allowances, but you didn't get the checks, you know what I'm saying? You had to make the team. You feel me? So even if you get drafted, you're not all the way on yet. And that's where a lot of kids go wrong. They start signing shit, they start signing stuff off, and then they already in debt before they even made the team. You feel me? And now you got more pressure because, you know, oh shit, I gotta make the team first. That's not until almost the end of August. You know what I'm saying? Going into September.
Yeah.
But I already bought a Maybach or whatever because you feel me? I made it to the league. You know, but it's a lot more in there, and that's
Was
where I'm
that
at
your
right
first
now,
purchase?
Yeah. No, my first purchase, shit. My first purchase, I gave it to my fam. My first purchase went to my mom, and that was $14,000. I only had it was $14,000, and I was happy as hell though. Like shit, $14,000 in one check.
So the Maybach, you just had to go to. You probably
I ain't even getting no Maybach. I ain't even getting no Maybach.
So, but like when you walked into places in Buffalo, is it true that they just like give you credit right away?
Yeah. But that's the work you put in though. You know, let's go back to the Maybach. The Maybach was cool, but all right, now I had the kids and stuff, and it's like, damn, you still gotta pay gas after paying $490,000, and you going. But so I got a Tesla. I'm charged up.
Yeah,
I mean that's my thing. But at that time, I wanted to go get it, but when I realized like shit, you still gotta pay gas. You know, I'm cool. I can do the same thing with this whip. So I had me a RAV4, to be honest. I had a RAV4 like the first 3 years. I was called a baby. And my homies would come from the Bay and come to Buffalo, and they'd be like, yo, where you at? And they'd be in a parking lot with a bunch of Cadillac trucks and all that, Range Rovers, and I'm gonna be right next to them, like in a RAV4. And they like, yeah, I'm right
The
here.
new RAV4 is fire.
The new RAV4s is, yeah. They need
my little sister got one to get in it, and it's like a spaceship, and I'm like,
man, yeah, they smooth.
This a RAV4?
Right? The thing though, it'll lock you quick. Like once you close that door, you better have your keys with you because the automatic lock. So we had a few times where we had to run back to the apartment, but yeah, that's always been me though, from the bottom to the top, not really going from here to the top and then trying to work to get that money back. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna take my steps patiently,
Now, is there like financial assistance for, like, do they help you financially when you become a NFL player?
Yeah, they do. They actually do a great job at it. They have meetings, they got seminars, they do a lot for you. But it's still, you got to deal with guys that have been working hard from the longest, and now they got, like I said, I was happy with 14,000. Nowadays, the minimum is probably 30 something thousand. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now you got kids with that, and do they, they go for sure make they choices. Then you got to depend on whether they got wives or not, and if they single, it's like you never know what's gonna happen from there, because you single in a world with a whole lot of money. You feel me? It can get out of control, So I had balance with my lady. You feel me? I literally was blessed though, to be honest. As an anti-hero. I feel like as an anti-hero personality, I was blessed to have like heroes around me.
Yeah. What was your favorite, even through, like, not through Buffalo, like the Chargers or the 49ers, who was your favorite player to play with? Like
Fitzpatrick, yeah. Fitzpatrick was my favorite.
Yo, my man is fucking out here, bro.
Yeah. Fitzpatrick was that guy because he gave out opportunities, yo. He gave out opportunities to everybody. And you see it after he left Buffalo, he still gave people opportunity, and without him, you feel me, I wouldn't have been able to be as comfortable as I was to do the movements that I had, because Fitz, he has sacrificed himself to not be the robot and do, I'm supposed to do a 5-step drop right here and then let it go. He might do a 3-step with a hitch, maybe slide a little bit, and then then he'll let that thing go for you. It wasn't perfect. We was still learning shit, but he definitely sacrificed a lot for me to do what I did. So I give props to him initially, every time. But everybody else was a good experience also. Yeah,
he was probably like, before Allen, probably hands down my favorite quarterback that we had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. He like a 2.0. Yeah, Allen's a 2.0 of Fitz, I would say.
Yeah.
I always say.
Yeah, their personality. Yeah, it seems like you could see Allen after he retires coming back to Buffalo and being in the stands too, and like cheering with the fans and partying with them.
Remember, Allen only in his 5th year?
Yeah,
he like in his 5th year, so he's still getting comfortable. He still got a whole nother evolution that he can go to, that he's going to go to,
Yeah.
And like y'all in a good position here in Buffalo. We are, I feel like I'm an honorary Buffalonian, California Buffalonian.
And you're a Bills fan too, huh?
Indeed.
Yeah.
And but not only the Bills, just the community though.
Yeah.
They keep Buffalo a secret that's real. A lot of people they talk about it or whatnot, but then when they come in here, they like, it was kind of cool right here. This is the spot. So
we got everything.
Right, pretty much everything you need.
Yeah. And
with me being a player in this town and somewhat of an asset to the city and the community, now I feel like I want to do more. That's why I'm out doing a lot more, working with our wheelchair football, bringing our exposure academy out here this summer. Working with the youth, trying to expand the sportsplex.
I read about that.
Yeah, kids need to have indoors. Out in California, you can train year round.
Outside, we needed indoors here.
Yeah, and I'm just about being fair. You know what I'm saying? And since I'm from here, hey, let's get them the same thing that they got out there. And I'm gonna keep it in the same senses, even when it comes to the cannabis. We in the sports cannabis and whatever you want to say. I don't want to get into politics right now, but in California, it's easy. It's nothing. It'll be like that here, so why wouldn't I step in and, try to provide something in my way, the HBHF way. So Yeah, just trying to take advantage of it all.
Like you were just saying, you're in the, like, so you are in the cannabis industry. Like I've seen you I've seen a lot of, you're doing a lot of appearances.
Yeah, yep, exactly. So like that's what it is. Like I'm not really in it for like, you know, the reasons that people in it for now. You know, mine was because I for injuries.
Yeah,
you know?
You're not in it to get high.
Yeah, it was the injuries to stay in my body so I can keep going, so I can keep getting paid. But at the same time, I didn't want to get caught. At that time, you know, people was getting thrown under the rug. You know what I'm saying? I mean, thrown under the whatever.
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, you know, it was a rap.
I remember that
out.
shit.
So, you know, I was always into it, even in my playing times, but I just always kept it low key because I didn't want to, you know, mess up what I had going. You know, and my wife is not heavy on that either. You know, so. But she's the one that got me off of the opiates, off the pills.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to find out a way, and that's how I kind of got into that part of it, and just been.
So she introduced you to cannabis?
No, she didn't introduce. She just got me off of the pills.
Okay.
You know? The pills was easy for me to. I can be hurt. I got all these injuries. I can be hurt. Take the pills and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But afterwards it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? You barely
you're
get out the bed. Yeah.
You're zombie.
And then your the insides is messing up. So she got me on that. She was real educated on that. And so I was just trying to find out another way to still get over that you know, that first bit of damn, like, do I really want to get out the bed to go do this practice again? Do I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a warrior, you don't need to be thinking about that getting out the bed. You need to be thinking like, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I needed something
especially
to
being
find
a football player.
Yeah.
Like like fans, like it's sad to say, but like we expect you guys to be 100% all day long.
Right.
And like, that's a fucked up thing, way to look at it. But that's how a lot of fans are. They just want you to be 100%. And if you're hurt, it's not okay. And then you guys have that burden on you too. It's like, you don't want to fucking fail us. But then again, you don't want to hurt. You don't want to fuck yourselves up even worse. Yeah,
it's a double-edged sword, man, because even that push that y'all give, it makes us better, you know? And people like me as a 7th rounder, you need that. Because if I was too chill, I wouldn't have made it as far as I did.
Yeah.
And I kind of give that same story to the kids that I see when I go to when I appear at these high schools and different academies. And if I see somebody that's raw, but he just he ain't even tired, like, I got to talk to you. I got to bring you to the side because it's a lot of money out there. And if you want to be too cool, you ain't gonna get it. And then from there, you go get into other situations that you might not want to be in. So, you know, that's where I'm at with my exposure academy, with trying to tap into the mind of the youth, you know.
Yeah.
And I try to use every entity that we have, from the cannabis world to the children's books. You know what I'm saying? Everything in between.
Let's talk about the children's books too.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that. I also seen those, just like scrolling too. Yeah. And it wasn't through you. It was actually the author that you do it with. Yeah. I forget his name.
Charles Roberts.
Yes.
Professor Roberts. So I had an event, a meet and greet. I think it was Brickyard out in Lewiston. And they had the Why So Serious drink, the beer. And, you know, we did that, had the meet and greet. And then Charlie pulled up and he just randomly said he wrote a story about me. You feel me? And, you know, I was interested in it because at the time I was actually talking to one of my, somebody, Drew, you went to the golf tournament, Buffalo Go. Yeah. So I met, you know, our illustrator there at the golf tournament. I had to set up the basketball court on a golf course. And we was talking about doing a coloring book called Visions, which we ended up putting out. And then when Charlie came over and told me he got a story, you feel me? Hey, send it to my email. Let me look it over. You know, like how a lot of things go. And I edited it. It was too perfect at first. You know, I wanted to put some meaning into it. I wanted to let the kids know that shit ain't really perfect.
Yeah.
So let's put the ups and downs into it. Let's show you how each player may have persevered through something. And that was the initial spark of it. And then we created that. Then I got in touch with Fred, my buddy, Fred Jackson. And we got Fred Jackson book coming out in a couple days, actually.
Yeah.
And then we got Fitzpatrick right behind. So
shout out Fred Jackson.
Yeah.
Shout out Fitzpatrick.
Yep.
We love you guys.
Yep, we doing our thing. We got a lot of things on deck, man. We trying to get more in. And I got an idea with Mr. Wheels. I don't know if you know about the Buffalo Wheelchair Football League.
No.
Well, the team, but there's a league, and they got it's like 8 teams right now. L.A. They got L.A., Tampa, and I believe Jacksonville, whatnot, Texas, and Buffalo. We got a squad, and we'll be playing in September. We got 3 tournaments coming up.
Oh yeah,
and I want to create a book for Mr. Wills, man, because he a legend in the city too, just in another world.
Yeah.
So
that's what's up.
Trying to do that. We actually got the kids wheelchair football league coming up also.
Oh,
that should be be on the lookout for that. We got that going on the social.
So what else do you have going on in Buffalo? It seems like you have a lot going on.
Yeah. We try to do whatever. I'm trying to create with everybody from things that I do mainly in my life, fitness. I was supposed to go do this show at Children's Performance on Grand Island. Got a good connection up there, and so we try to do things like that. We're trying to put together. I've had car shows, but when I do all of these things, at that time I'm trying to see who's good, who sticks. You know what I'm saying? Who can I really vibe with all the way? And when you start doing good business, like the people, it narrows down. Like the businessmen and women, it narrows down on who you really want to rock with and keep around. So. I've been doing a lot, but I'm just trying to find an annual pace for it, and keep doing it and creating for the community, not just myself, because that's what it's really for. I got my money. Of course, we still want to get our issue, but I'm more into. I need to develop these younger minds. You feel me? Because it's gonna be another COVID in another few years or whatever. When I'm gone or whatever, it's gonna be something crazy that happened. And I need to feel like I did my part to help out.
Yeah. Now, I seen a video on your Instagram. I think it was your son playing the piano. That shit is fire.
Yeah, that. I give all that props to my wife. Like they got that music mind. My family was into music, all that too. Yeah, I could write and do all that. But she keep the tunes flowing in the house. Keeping it going and. He can do the piano. My eldest daughter can do the piano. My baby, she a softball player. She a savage.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and man. If I'm not out trying to create something there, I'm heavy there. Practice every day, either the volleyball or softball, or working with my eldest daughter with the music and recitals.
That's what's up.
Yeah. We do our part.
Now. How do you what the fuck is the word? I'm getting high as fuck now.
Yeah, spaced out.
This one. Shout out Push Pops, man. Shout out Push Pops all the way. They are East Coast grown flower. I'm smoking on the gelato cake from them. And this shit, guys. If you look at this, it's got the resin around it. And some white ash, it's fire.
Yeah, I like the fact that you keeping it homegrown too.
Yeah.
That's
so. And then the other one I'm gonna spark is shout out Papa Farms. It's the Papa Smoke Super Booth, which is also a New York State grown flower. They look for growers in New York State, and then
just good, like a collective, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Yeah, that's what's
pretty
up.
dope. It's pretty dope.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. We got when you say the collective, I'm thinking about the reservation. Got some connections out there in California, but that's good that y'all got this thing connected out here in Western New York. What about like the Seneca Nations and things like that?
I actually work at a res dispensary.
Okay.
So I work at the Doobie Depot. And you said you've been to the res dispensaries?
Yeah. Ram. Shout out Ram High Club in Lewiston. Yeah.
Okay. That's in the Lewiston one. Yeah. You gotta, man, you going to the Irving one, the cat res? You're gonna just be like, if you support, like you sound like you're supportive of everyone.
Yeah.
You would be out of money by the time you went down half a street.
Word.
Because it's like Cali ain't got shit on us.
See what I mean? You can't really
I mean, like, not in the sense of like of the bud, but in the sense of the shops.
Okay.
Like, I feel like we have surpassed Cali shops just on the reservations in Western New York. Because we have 3. So you went to the one in Lewiston, like that's Tuscarora reservation. Mm-hmm. Then we have the Cat Res, and then we have the Salamanca Res. And just driving down one street, half the street is 16 dispensaries on it.
16.
Not even kidding. You'd be like,
you see, that's kind of crazy though, because we need to partner them up. We don't need to have all 16 of y'all competing.
Let's
create something, man.
That's the issue, is they're all competing.
Yeah.
They're all against each other. No one wants to. That was my biggest issue on why I've pulled out of the cannabis community.
That's why I only do pop-up, I don't really want to have nothing out, because then it turns into like competition that I didn't even ask for.
Yeah.
It's like I just want to provide something that I know that helped me out. I've been working with this and these people, and I understand the process. And you got the same thing. That's good. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? If we can connect and do something together and do an event and we all win, that's great. I'm for that too. But I don't want to put nobody down, or what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Kind of compete with them.
Yeah, that's all it is right now, is a huge competition. Yeah. Like, if you go there, you driving past and you're going to be floored that they selling $30 ounces.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They selling $30, $40 ounces.
So like that goes to show, like, there's so much out there.
It's so oversaturated.
And you can be having some bullshit in your lungs. You know what I'm saying? And
they smoking non-lab tested, but
right. Sometimes people just do it for this, just because they in the
they addicted to the motion,
right?
And some people are addicted to the exhale, And like, weed's non-addictive, but you could have other addictions. Mm-hmm. Like, people are like, oh, weed's a gateway drug. Nah, they were just addicted to the feeling of being high, and they weren't getting high anymore, and now they got to get higher.
Right. I would even say, I know we ain't gonna be able to connect all of them, but maybe they hearing or somebody hearing, this can be a little spark. But shit, just have like an educational class. That way each 16 shops provide something different educationally, because everybody can teach something different. You feel me? So just add that to y'all stores or to y'all dispensaries, just to separate yourself,
Yeah. That's what we doing at the depot. Yeah. We gonna have you're gonna have little tablets that's gonna tell you about the strains and how they affect you and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna have like little educational blurs for cannabis coming up. Right.
Because a lot of people, half the people that come in, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're looking for.
No, you're right. They don't know if they looking what a lot of people don't know.
Right.
That's why I like being able to be a bud tender is great, because I'm able to be like, what are you looking for?
Dude, yeah.
Are you looking for sleep? Are you looking to go to sleep?
Right.
Are you looking to go to sleep and not be paranoid?
Yeah.
Because
how was your day? What you got going on for the week?
Are you a busy person? Because this one will couch lock you. It's a sativa, but it also couch lock you. Mm-hmm. Like, you're gonna be up.
Yep.
But you're gonna be stuck.
And like the bud tending is special and is unique. A lot of people might look past the bud tender, but I don't even know if that's certified yet. Is being a bud tender certified?
Not here yet. So what's going to be great? What's great is you're talking. So I started a nonprofit organization for veterans in Buffalo.
Excellent.
I'm a veteran. So I want to get veterans jobs in the cannabis community.
Yep.
So that they can so it'd be like what's that called, Drew? Where you go get a job and it's like. No, the other one.
Like a gateway to get you into.
What's that? That transitional job shit. Like you go to the
like a job corps.
What's that shit called when you go to the like the place, and they give you a job at temp agency.
Okay, yeah, like
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm high as fuck. Sorry, y'all.
No, that's I feel you. You on the right way.
The temp agency. So I want to do a temp agency basically for veterans.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, like there's ways that will make money for the nonprofit to keep pushing to get more vets jobs, and then the vets is gonna get paid by the people who are giving them the jobs.
Precisely. That's how I got
also,
connected.
I want to have like a place where vets can come and they can get help with PTSD and everything, but still be able to consume while they're, because as a veteran, it's hard as fuck to get out like a fucking a bad day to a psychiatrist when I'm not high. When I'm smoking weed, the whole time I'll be able to talk to you. And how amazing would that be? And we're able to have consumption lounges in New York State.
Okay.
So, but it'd be a private consumption lounge because it's a nonprofit organization for veterans only.
Right.
And then I also want to do like you know how they have the VFWs that they drink beer and shit.
Okay.
For $2.
Yeah.
I want to do that, but you don't have to pay for the weed. You just pay for a membership every month, and we provide you with free cannabis as you come in, and you get unlimited cannabis the whole time you're there, and you just pay a monthly membership fee.
Yeah, we can definitely do some things, because like that's how I got connected on the res through the veteran.
Yeah,
you know, Mr. Wills is a vet. You know, the Buffalo Wheelchair League.
Yeah.
Consists of half of them are veterans. You know.
That's where I've been looking for the veterans.
So we'll do some talking and some more work after this. That's good. I'm glad that we got this intel and this talk.
Yeah. Man.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I get that. For me, this is fucking amazing. Like I've interviewed some of the hottest rappers in Buffalo.
Word. Congrats on that.
And then I'm like, now I'm sitting with one of the Buffalo Bills, like ex-Buffalo Bills, ex-NFL player. Like this shit is fucking. Life is amazing.
First Bill.
Yeah, you're the first Bill player. Yeah. Like who were we supposed to have? Andre Reed.
Okay, Reed, that's the GOAT.
Yeah. We've heard that he likes to partake in some cannabis consumption as well.
I don't know for sure. I never seen it, so I can't. Really speak on it.
Me neither. Yeah. Maybe he doesn't.
Well, we're gonna call it out. You need to come by, Andre.
Yeah.
If you do, Mr. Reed, I'd like to sit down with you and smoke some weed. If you don't have to smoke no weed. You see, we don't force our guests to smoke.
Yeah, it's optional.
Yeah.
That's why I love
smoke if you want.
That's perfect.
If you don't want to smoke, don't smoke. We just chilling.
Have you been
Talk.
to the 420 Lounge?
Yeah. That's my spot. I love that place.
It's love. I really dig that wave. Like
Shout
the same wave y'all got
Lounge.
going right here, and how progressive y'all are. It's the same thing with that squad over there.
Yeah. Their progression is gonna be.
Yeah.
I feel like watch them in 5 years.
Same here. Like, I was with them earlier today, and then I kind of feel that same energy. You know, like y'all both own to some. Are y'all even partnered or anything?
The 420 Lounge.
Yeah.
They're kind of
friends
with the owners.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we just gotta just make it official and push harder. You know, let's push harder on whatever agenda that we got. You know, because we got a lot of good connections, even in this building. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, so. Yeah, just be on the lookout for more to come, man.
Networking.
Closed mouths don't get fed. It ain't gonna always get, you know what I'm saying, get that food, but keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
What's McDermott's fucking thing? His slogan that he says all the
I don't know. The
time?
only one I ever remember is the defend our dirt thing.
No, not that one.
Trust the process?
Yeah, trust the process.
Yeah, trust the process, bro.
That shit right there.
Trust that process.
Let's watch this process right here. We're gonna kick it off again.
That's a great transition right there too.
Yeah, here we go, people. Shout out Tom. Mr. Tom at the helpful. You might have met them. Tom, what's Tom's last name?
I don't know. The Helpful Cafe guy?
The Helpful Cafe. He used to.
Yeah. I don't know his name, but Tom, good dude, real good.
Yeah, Tom is amazing, man.
For sure. He got a good spirit, yeah.
This came from his shop. They shut down. They still have the other shop, but they were like liquidating, and we got this amazing item.
Now I gotta hold it. Come on.
You say that's called Zenko?
Zenko, yeah. It's a great company right here. This is great. Shout out Zenko. Sponsor me. We gonna fill this bitch all the way up. I want this whole thing. Trying to get high.
Yeah, for a first time. Mafia.
All right. Get that there.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, my friends.
I like that.
Ain't nobody doing this around here. That's why I'm the number one motherfucking podcast in Buffalo, New York.
Let them know that.
Make sure you go vote. 716 Awards.
Speaking of
716 Music Awards.
we got the golf tournament coming up on 716 Day. Shout out Buff Logo, my guy Frank West. You know, it's gonna be lit. Hole 13. Come see me. We got the basketball courts up. I'm gonna put it up again. You know, I do it a little bit different. Come get everything you need right there. Yeah.
Oh, number 13.
Yeah.
What golf course y'all doing tonight?
We got to lock that in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said it's on 716 Day?
It was beautiful. Yeah.
The one was so beautiful. I can't think of which one. What was the name?
See now.
You did the drone footage for it?
No, what's his name? Nick did it, but so nice. Or maybe
We're just gonna have to show up and do it.
Yeah, you know, it done got pretty big, man. It's good to see like the support that the community got, and that's the beautiful part about Buffalo. You put something together, positive. You feel me? They go come out and support it.
Yeah.
You know, y'all seen it from the music side, I'm sure. You know, but from that sports side, it's the same. It's the same. They rock and they love y'all. So yeah,
I mean,
keep going.
I don't know about the music side. What do you think, Drew? You think that Buffalo? What do y'all think? For the music, I feel like it seemed like for Conway, Benny, and them, it seemed like they had to get signed for Buffalo to be like, oh yeah, they the shit. Like before that, like they had to go out there and they had to leave Buffalo and then come back to fucking get that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, they had people, but it didn't seem like when they got signed, it seemed then everyone's like, oh, Griselda. Like, I've been listening to Benny since my brother put that CD in the shit. And I was like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I was like, this is fire. Like, now, and that's when they started that stupid, not Soulja Boy, you all right, bro. Your music all right. But that's when they started that dance shit that Soulja Boy started and shit. Like, and I was like, oh, I like this better. Like, Dipset was like right, pushing off, like all that good fucking music was going away, and I was like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like that with every place down there. Like I can say the same thing for my cousin Rich Rocker out there in the Bay Area. It's like they won't notice until he had to leave and go to out the Bay and then get put on. You know, so
and get signed.
You know,
shit,
that's what everything. But as long as it's love now, you feel me? It is what it is. Like
it's fire.
Shit, I can say the same thing about me in sports. Like, yeah, they showed love to me, but they went like, oh, Stevie, until I went out to Kentucky and went crazy, or I went over the bridge and went ham. Then they was at the crib like, man, Stevie, you did this and that. So it's the same old story. You know, it's the same old story. As long as they ain't hating now, like
they can't hang.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you know,
you can't.
You know, it ain't
like how many people make it to the NFL?
Right.
How many people finish a whole career in the NFL?
Yeah. Even I was just saying, like, even with in the music industry, because the entertainment world is different. It's crazy.
That's even I mean, it's just I feel like it's the same because it's like 1% for each of them. Like there's only 1%.
Right.
Like,
and it's
and
so
for them
many.
to get where they are. And with the music that they're putting out, like it's not music for the radio.
Right.
It's music for your soul. And like West Side is like a fucking artist with this fucking music. I'm like, I could listen to this shit in a fucking art museum while I'm fucking looking at art.
Yeah.
And not give a fuck about the nothing because it's so fucking artistic at the same time.
Right.
And it's like,
mindset of the creativity of it, right? Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah,
and it's like I'm so happy that
styles.
they were able to like get where they are, so that people like CG are gonna be noticed because that dude
That's
is
what it's about.
amazing.
Right. The talented minds, man. It's so many out there. There's so many out there. Shout out Conway. I was at the game. You know, he invited me to his suite. That's dope right there. Just having the Bills be able to acknowledge that and have them have his suite. You know, and him being able to go through what he did and still be here to create them tunes for the world. So
Yeah, I can't. One day I'm gonna sit down with him. That shit is gonna be epic. But
that's dope.
Yeah, his story and everything is crazy. To even remember the day that like that was on the news that like 100 shots went through his truck basically.
Wow.
Like that's wild. Just to even think about someone just like survived that.
Yeah.
He
That's
survived
a gift,
that.
Like they gotta throw the bag at him.
Yeah,
you know, they gotta throw the bag. He's supposed to be here.
And then he overcame like not being able to walk again, and he's walking, not being able to talk. Like he wasn't supposed to be doing anything that he's doing,
Right.
And he's doing it.
Gift, bro.
And it's like you said, like he fought through that shit. Like he fought through the hating himself, like type shit. Like,
right.
Having to look at a new face every day,
You
all
know,
that.
that's
like,
crazy,
holy
right?
Fuck.
You feel me? So you gotta support that. You gotta love that.
Facts.
Anybody going against that, they blind. They blind, deaf, and stupid, bro.
Now, did you have any like people like trying to make you do bad shit while you were in the NFL?
Nah, not really. Nah, we ain't had nobody that was. I mean, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I can already weed that stuff out. What you saying that? You know, so I flew out here. It's Mother's Day weekend. You feel me? And I went to go speak to this charter high school. I usually come out here with my brother. He's not my blood brother, but you know, we grew up together. And his mother is now in a hospital, brain bleeding and everything. So, you know, I kind of testament me being able to walk my path the right way through situations from her and my mom. My mom not here right now. His mom in the hospital, but they gave me this one story that just set me straight for the rest of my life. And it was telling me about heroes, anti-heroes, and villains, you know, and if you can identify who you are, then identify who's around you, you can be able to weed certain situations that you don't need to be a part of. And if you end up in those situations, you know why, you know. So I was able to identify who was around me and who I wanted to keep around. And once I seen something, it was like, okay, I could just part ways, you know, not in a disrespectful way. They taught me do it appropriate way, you know, but everybody might not be meant for somebody. So,
right.
You know, when I knew it wasn't right for me or going towards what I needed to get done in my football career, you know, they can't influence me. I'm grown, you know. You can't influence me to do something bad. If I wanted to do something bad, it's because I did it. You know, I had the mindset and the thoughts to do it and take that chance and that sacrifice. But nah. People know you come with that, you already gonna be gone. You know? Yeah, it's just different.
I like that. See, make sure you clip that because anti-hero all day.
Yeah. Anti-heroes. You know, you gotta know that that's you, and like you gotta surround yourself. So with me being an anti-hero, I couldn't hang around more anti-heroes. I can probably have one homie that's an anti-hero, but I needed 3 other heroes around me. You know. Because I'm go do what I want to do when I want to do it, and I don't feel like I'm disrespecting nobody. So I'm cool with that. You feel me? But that can put me in situations that I may not need to be in. And at that time, it was my grades. My grades started slipping, and it's because I didn't do what I needed to do during the week, obviously, and you know, didn't have nobody around to say, come on, let's go over here and do this. So after that happened, I had they sat me down in a room and lectured me for like 4 or 5 hours over one grade. And I'm like, I could be spending my time playing basketball and doing what I need to do. But this lecture was important. You know, I ended up sitting there. I didn't battle back or anything. I just listened to what it was. And that hero, anti-hero, villain thing, it hit. And you know, I just utilize that a lot now, you know, just from that time and being able to listen.
That's crazy because I haven't heard anyone talk about that.
Yeah.
And I've been like watching that shit and you bringing that up, Like I've been watching that shit on YouTube for like the past 2 weeks about just the anti-hero, hero, villain, like concept, just the concept behind it. Wow. Because I just wanted to know like what part I play. It seems like I've been playing the anti-hero because I have heroes around me that are like, nah, you need to go do this. Nah, you need to do a podcast. Nah, you need to do this. I'm like, all right. And it's like, yo, damn.
That's
all right, this is what I'm supposed to be doing then. Because I finally figured out like, hell yeah, these are the people I need around me.
Right, exactly.
And I was like, yo, damn, that shit makes sense. So I'm like, oh, fuck. But now you bringing that up, that shit was like.
Yeah, it clicked. You know what I'm saying? It's just
like,
a spark.
Now that it was like, I've been watching it and I was like, that's just the spirits and everything being like, the universe being like, hey, you're doing it right. You got that's what we talking about. Like, I don't even know how it came up or anything. I think it was just on YouTube and I was just like, and just like the rabbit hole type shit. Like next video plays, next video.
Right.
Now this week it's David Cho became my favorite artist of all time.
David Cho.
Yeah. The man who did Thumbs Up America. He's a wild, crazy artist, amazing, influential, like beyond, like that man's.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, I started off season 1. My man hitchhiked across America from LA to Miami, Florida.
Okay.
And then now it's like I'm on season 2. That shit's about to be fire.
All right, bet. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out for sure.
What else he do that you said the other day?
Who?
David Cho. He did something.
I don't know, he's on Joe Rogan.
Something about
Joe Rogan. Yeah, so I watched that Dana White. I see how he worked and put together his series and his business things.
Yeah,
I see
that shit was beast.
Yeah, he incorporated a lot of
everything.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck.
Right.
He'll just do what he wants.
It's because he's rich.
It makes sense.
Kanye said it.
Yeah, but he's behind Dana White's a badass. He's like, I don't care.
Right. But it all started from somewhere too, you know what I'm saying? He had to go out and hustle and get them things. That's what
just imagine like UFC where it was and where it is now.
That's how I feel with like doing the celebrations and interacting with the fans. Like it was a time where UFC was like, what the heck? Do not put that on TV. Like we ain't trying to now you can't come on, everybody's searching up UFC because that's where the action at. You know? Yeah, so everybody now everybody's celebrating, everybody getting off the line of scrimmage like that. You know what I'm saying? It's so like that's why I tapped in with that Dana White mind. You know, seeing how he started from the beginning, not the now part. You know, he's still making it happen. You know, that's good. But the beginning part, that's what I'm impressed at, and that's where we at.
Yeah. I like when the beginning of people's stories rather than like we just talked about. Yeah. It was the beginning of when you got drafted. How was that shit?
Right.
Because I want to know how that shit was before you even fuck the fucking where you are now, with like the fame and everything like. Now I want to know how that shit started off.
Yeah, like in Kentucky. So a lot of good things happen after Kentucky that I take into like my exposure academy. But before Kentucky, it was just like natural skill stuff. High school, throw you on the field, touchdowns don't matter. It's easy. You don't have to talk to coaches. I didn't have to talk to nobody. I'm really introverted. I don't like speaking. I'd rather be alone. You know, but then once I got to college, when I got to Kentucky, it wasn't the same game. It wasn't if you the best person out there, you not gonna always play. I had to figure that part out because I wasn't really like, what? I'm better than him. I'm better than him. I'm better than this person. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing it every day at practice. Why am I not playing in the game right now? You know, why am I not in? You know, but I wasn't speaking that though. I'm just battling that in my mind. Like, so I'm gonna just go harder. Let me go harder. You feel me? And it got to a certain point where my mom called me and I wasn't playing. I was even, my mind was tapped into like, all right, I'm gonna just go be a good student then, you know? So she called me, I can remember it vividly, walking down the campus. And she's like, hey, how you doing? This and that. And I'm like, I'm good, mom, this and that. And school, this and that. I'm just talking about the school. I'm keeping her attention on school. And she like, look, you know, man, you know what you're there for. Boy, you know what you're there for. And, you know, from there, all right, ma. And from there, it's like I got to figure out a way to get on the field then, because me just going hard, obviously that's not working. So after I, got my mind back right, my teammate, Dickie Lyons, so shout out to Dickie Lyons, he sat me down and was like, you got to go talk to the coaches. I'm like, talk to the coaches? Like, do you see what I'm doing every day at practice? Like, he like, yeah, but you got to go talk to the coach and then see what happens from there. So I'm like, oh my goodness, bro. So I wouldn't have done it if I didn't get this talk from my mom, though. I'm just feel like I go hard. I ended up, put my pride aside, walked up them stairs, and finally talked to the coach. And after I left that meeting, he said, all right, I'll give you opportunity. Next game, he gave me the opportunity. I never came out after that. 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, 100 yards, and I just didn't come out, And I credit my boy Dickie Lyons to the fact that him pushing me to go communicate and go talk to the coach, because without that, I would have had 2 years in Kentucky with probably not only a little bit of playing time, So that was one situation that happened, and something that I teach my kids and my Exposure Academy kids that I mentor. You got to communicate, you got to communicate, just keep on going, figure out, get comfortable with it now, because you may need it later. I didn't know I would have needed it. And another thing that happened in college that was major was the first time when they didn't play me, because a lot of scouts, a lot of kids, you get scouted and you the man. And when they come talk to you, they talk to you like you the man, and you go come there and you go get a lot of playing time and this and that. Then when you get there, it's totally different. So when I got there, it was totally different, and we lost. I'm like, why? We lost. I'm the man. I'm not playing. I'm about to leave. I'm about to transfer, and I'm going to go to a lower division school and play with my friends where I know I can play. And my wife at the time, I had somebody solid, a hero with me. I didn't have no anti-hero or somebody that's like, yeah, whatever, yeah, do what you want to. I'm like, come pick me up off this bus. I'm gonna leave the school, this and that. She like, you gonna sit down, you ain't going nowhere. You feel me? You go figure it out. And she didn't come get me. I'm in Louisville, mad as hell. But I just had to figure it out from there. Like, all right. And then like within that week, that's when I got a call from not that week, like 2 weeks later, I got a call from my mom and this and that. But I was already about to tap out on the football stuff because they wasn't messing with me. But, those 2 things happened, and that's what excelled me to, like I said, then I started playing, didn't get out the game, and shit, I ended up getting drafted to the Bills. And now I use those things from that time to help the kids that I work with now. Yeah.
It's all about the kids. It's the next generation, man.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of learning process, learning steps through different situations and times in life, man, that I utilized, and I feel like was key to being who I was and being in a position that I was, that I'm in. Like for instance, a position to be okay during COVID. I wasn't affected at all. I wasn't tripping at all, and it's because of me going to communicate with this coach. Me sticking to the script, listening to the misses and figuring it out, me trying to, figuring things out from California to Kentucky, it was a lot of stuff that you gotta do that these kids don't really understand as the man in their town. When they get in that little adversity, they leave. I wanted to leave, but if you got a good surrounding, like more heroes with you, you can figure it out. Sometimes you might have to leave though, if coach is doing you wrong or ain't, what I'm saying? Like I didn't have that situation where a coach was treating me dirt or disrespectful or doing anything like that. So, why am I leaving? It's just because it's got a little rough, a little hard. Do all you can first and then make that decision. A lot of kids leave too early and then they get caught in the mix. So that's where I wanted to step in with my Exposure Academy. It was a few kids that went through my academy they went from a Division I wanting to leave, and they found out how hard it really is when you try to get that transfer and you don't get picked up out that portal. Now you just on the street. Now you thinking about being a rapper. You feel me? So when it comes down to that, I just know I can provide another outlet for them. And we got some of the kids back in junior college, some prominent colleges out in the West Coast. And now they back on to their dream. So that's what I do. That's my main passion is the mentorship through the sports and student athletes and the entrepreneurs.
Oh yeah. I love that shit, man. Man, I appreciate you, Stevie, for stopping by and talking to me. We're gonna talk some more after this.
Yeah.
But is there anything that you want to get out to everyone out there, or give them your social that they can follow you, or events and shit like that?
Yep, I would just put my social out because, as you know, I'm into everything. Doing this now, it's too much to even run off. But just follow the Stevie Johnson 13 on Twitter. If you want on Instagram, hbhf.stevie. And we just here to create. My motto is handle biz, have fun, repeat. Handle biz, have fun, repeat. Responsibility and sacrifice.
Facts.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, my man.
One love. Thanks for having me, y'all.
Make sure y'all tune in, subscribe, follow. I'm Space Cadet. You can follow me at space_cadet_716 or at SpacedOut Podcast 716. And I'll catch you on the next episode.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Next episode.